Hey friends, I am Jamie and I'm glad you're here because we are going to get it done today. I have an extreme clean, declutter, and organize video for you. This is the third one in a 3-part decluttering and organizing series, and I am super excited to share this with you. I know you're probably sitting there, maybe feeling a little overwhelmed, but you know you need to get things done today. So what I'm going to do for you is motivate and inspire you to get up and get at least one thing done. I'm going to give you all of the motivation that you need to accomplish at least one thing. I promise we are going to do this together. I have a ton of decluttering and organizing to do today in my kitchen, and I can't wait to share all of that with you. But before I do that, I wanted to clean up, kind of pick up my kitchen and my living room. It really wasn't that messy, but I knew I wanted to do kind of just the picking up, and then there were a few more deep cleaning tasks that I wanted to do in my kitchen before I actually did the decluttering and organizing. I was due to make up some of my DIY multi-purpose cleaner, and I use this all of the time here on my channel, and I figured since I had to make it, I would just show you really quickly. So many of you have been messaging me, telling me you've been trying it out and you love it. One viewer specifically said that she used it on her microwave recently and it has never been so clean and shiny. So this is all of the ingredients that I use. It's just 1 cup of rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, whichever I get from the store, a teaspoon of Dawn dish soap, and the rest water in a spray bottle. And if you notice you have a little bit too much dish soap when you're wiping, then just add more water. Honestly, you saw me measuring it out, but I just did that for you so you could kind of see it. But at this point, I just kind of throw the ingredients together, and it's not real particular if they're exact. I cannot wait for you to see all of the organizing and decluttering I did in my kitchen today. I'm going to be decluttering and organizing 4 cabinets, and it's just amazing how they turned out. The transformation was pretty amazing. I can't wait to show you. Not only did I actually declutter and organize, but I'm better utilizing the cabinet space in my kitchen, and I feel like it makes better sense how I ended up organizing everything, and I think that's super important when you're organizing. I also busted out my new steam mop that I showed in my last video. This steam mop is amazing. If you didn't see that video, I'm going to be using that steam mop today. At the end, it's a game-changing mop. Let me just tell you that. It's amazing. So I was really excited to use it again. I guess it makes mopping fun for me. Just watch me If you didn't see the first 2 videos in this 3-part kitchen decluttering and organizing series, I will have both of them linked down below so you can check them out when you're done watching this one. But basically, the first video I went in and just pulled everything out of my cabinets. Well, I did some deep cleaning, and then I pulled everything out of my cabinets, cleaned them out, wiped out the inside and the outside. I decluttered a lot of what I had in those cabinets, so that was kind of setting the stage for more organizing. Next video, I picked 4 cabinets and drawers to organize, and this is how I like to organize. I like to break things up because if I don't, it gets way too overwhelming for me. And even though this is only one room in my house, it's the kitchen, obviously, I still wanted to break it up into multiple days because most of the time I can't dedicate hours upon hours to organizing and cleaning. And even if I could, it would just be such a daunting task. So instead, I'm breaking it up over multiple days, and I feel like that just makes it easier for me and less intimidating So that would be my piece of advice for you. I'm sure you're sitting there and you know you have so many areas in your house that you need to declutter and organize. So sit down with a calendar and make a plan. So what I did was I picked multiple weekends that I knew we were free, and that's when I planned to tackle all of these areas. I even picked times where I knew we had nothing going on or nowhere that we had to be, and times I would be well rested. I basically set myself up for success in this project. If I pick times where I know I'm going to be exhausted or I'm going to be in a rush because we have dinner plans and I don't have, I have a small window, then I'm going to feel rushed and frustrated. So set yourself up for success when you're planning out all of this. If you're just stumbling upon my video, thank you for joining my journey, and I hope this video will motivate you to clean, declutter, and organize, or just do something in your life that needs to be done. I would also love to have you subscribe to my channel. Every single week, I'm going to try my absolute best to motivate you to be productive and get something done. We are all busy, we are all overwhelmed, and if I can just help you in any sort of way, that is my goal. We're going to do this a little by little every single week, I promise you. So please think about hitting that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified of all of my videos, and you will be getting weekly motivation from me. And if you are new, say hi, say something interesting about yourself, or maybe just tell me a little bit more about your life. You know I'm using my trusty old e-cloths to wipe down my stainless steel appliances. This is the e-cloth stainless steel pack that I'm using, and it does an amazing job. If you're not familiar with the e-cloths, you just use water to clean. They have cloths for all over your house, different surfaces. I know you might be a little skeptical, but these cloths have tiny little fibers that attract dirt and bacteria. You can wash them like normal in the washing machine. You don't want to use fabric softener, but it's pretty basic, pretty easy to clean them, and all of that information for them will be linked in the description if you want to check them out. I also have a 10% off code that you can use as well to save you a little bit of money. I'm super curious. I want to get to know you guys a little bit better, so I want you to let me know down below, what do you do for a living? So again, I was just kind of taking care of a lot of little things that needed to be done, like making my bed, doing some laundry, picking up the house before I decluttered and organized. It just makes me feel better when I'm doing all of that with a clean house. So I'm super excited to finally be decluttering my kitchen, kind of the last hurrah with decluttering my kitchen. And these are a lot of cabinet spaces that have been bugging me. And so I want to know from you, what areas in your house do you need to organize? What areas are the biggest pain that you can just never find a good organizing system? Another way to get to know you a little bit better, I want to know, are you outgoing or shy? I am super shy, and I have always been. It's probably a little random that as I'm doing all of this, I decided to vacuum my couches and then go in and really clean the blinds over my sink. But As I was kind of in the kitchen, I noticed some dirt and dust on those blinds, and it was driving me crazy. So sometimes when I'm cleaning, I have a plan and I stick to it. And then other times I'm cleaning and I kind of get like ADD, and I'll see something that needs to be done and then I'll stop it and just do that thing. So I feel like I always have my plan, but it usually never goes like it should, because I always find things to adding to my cleaning plan. Here's everything that I'm going to use to organize today. So one of the areas is going to be our spice cupboard. So I got these, and I'll link everything below. I'll also tell you where I got everything as I'm organizing. So I have that for the spices, and I have all of these bright white, which I just love the bright white, especially I feel like I have a dark kitchen. I don't love my dark cabinets, but it is what it is. So I love the pop of white. It just seems very clean. So I have all of these white baskets, and then I got the girls some new plates, and I love the purple and the teal color with the white. So I'm super excited. We're gonna do this. I cannot wait. Okay, so this is the first cabinet that I want to take care of. So as you see, this is where we keep all of the kids' plates, bowls, sippy cups. And I think the driving force to wanting to organize this today is that now with the twins being almost a year old, how crazy is that? I'm trying to think of when you guys will be seeing this. So it will be March, so the twins turn a year old on March 30th. Which means they're done with bottles. We are done with bottles in this household forever. Anyways, so now we're gonna have more sippy cups, more plates, more bowls. We're just gonna get more and more of this stuff. You know, with Avery, when it's one child, it's easier to manage all of that. So just knowing we have more. We've been buying new sippy cups just because our old ones were leaking, so I got new ones. And I just feel like this isn't working. And when it's not working, I get an itch to change it. I need something that works. So I think I have a system that is going to work really well, and it's gonna work well for so many reasons. And I'm actually taking everything out of here and I'm gonna put it somewhere else, which I'll be doing in a minute. But I'm just gonna take everything out of here, clean this, and then I'm gonna be putting my spices in here. Okay, so right now, this random drawer, this random cabinet in the corner is just so random. Like, we keep some extra knives up there, measuring bowls, we have some extra salt and pepper, and it's basically just our spices. And we have it on a Lazy Susan, and here you go. Not a bad system, but I have no idea what's in here, and I'll go and buy certain things and I realize it's in the middle. So I want a better spice rack that I can see everything when we're going to cook, and I know, oh, we're getting low of chili powder, so I know I can add it to the list. So I'm going to take this totally out of here. We're putting this somewhere else, and I'm really excited to show you how I'm gonna organize it, and I'm gonna put this new spice rack, I think, in here.
I'm laying down it to compile it. Oh no, I see you only when you're ballin'. Oh no, I don't even care to doubt. I'll see you in a while, cause this time I will choose you, yeah. Now choose. You know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this. It's a risk cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out and I'm right back in the sun.
Okay, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know we are not big cookers around here. We don't love to cook. I try to keep things as simple as possible. So we don't have a lot of spices just because we don't cook a lot, and we just kind of keep the same stuff. But this is how bad it was in here. Some of these, this expired in 2015. That was the year Avery was born. Ridiculous. This expired in 2014, before Avery was born. 17. Yeah, guys, how bad is that? This is why you need to go through your spices more frequently than I do. So bad. I totally should have used a funnel when I was doing this, but we don't have one. So I ended up making quite a mess and getting some spices all over the counter and the floor, but it all worked out fine.
Not a sound sneaking out through your window into the night where we were meant to be.
Okay, so what I ended up doing was taking everything out of here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and wipe that out. So we have nothing left in here, so that will just, I guess, be a free cupboard. I'm sure we'll find something to put in there eventually. And over here, we have our spices. I have a few that we're not using, but with all of the stuff that was expired, I will be filling those soon. And then these were some salt, pepper. I need to keep them in here because it's a grinder. Vanilla, some cooking spray. I like to keep it right here by the stove just because it's right here. I can grab it. These are some of our extra knives up here. And then our measuring cups. So that is that covered.
Maybe tonight we could make it count. This is what we waited for. No looking back. We started something I can't.
This is a cabinet we don't even really utilize, or I guess drawer we don't utilize. It's pretty deep, and I guess because we're not big cookers, I kind of try to be a minimalist when it comes to my kitchen, and we've never had to use this drawer in our island, so I decided to make this drawer for the kids. That way Avery can grab plates and cups when she wants something to drink, because she's old enough to be able to do that. And it's also right by the dishwasher, so that makes it easier. And I just thought it made more sense to go there, and as the twins grow older, they can even grab a cup if they want.
Tonight we could make it count. This is what we waited for. Maybe tonight we could make it out. We got nothing else to prove. No looking back. We started something I can never let go. I'm keeping you close to me. We don't need no sleep, and I know we will be alright. No time to waste. Wanna see it all. Let me see it all. Let's find a place. Call it home tonight. Only you and I. No looking back. We started something I can never let go.
Okay, so this is what I ended up doing. So I have bowls over here, plates, sippy cup lids, and those are just the different parts of the lids, sippy cups, and then extra sippy cups. Okay, if you guys have kids, you know what I'm talking about. These, they don't match, but you get the idea. These are called the Munchkin 360 sippy cups, and I've had a lot of people tell me that they don't leak. We've had issues with sippy cups leaking, and since we have new furniture and just having 3 kids running around, we didn't want that. So we are transitioning all to the 360 cups and pushing these. I did want to keep, these are the Camelback sippy cups that I am going to keep around. Avery is obsessed with them, but I'm going to keep them around for outside. So when the girls are outside playing, they can use these cups outside. So that's why I have them in a separate container. We have outside cups and then inside cups. Or they can take the 360 cups outside. That's fine if that's what they want. But that's kind of why I have them separated like I do. And I wanted the lids to be separated from the cups because when they get out of the dishwasher, sometimes they're a little bit wet still, and I don't like closing them because I don't want it to get, you know, condensation. I don't want it to be wet inside. So I like storing the tops separate from the cups. So when I take them out of the dishwasher, I can empty it super quickly just by throwing them into the bins down there. And then here, I am going to be going through this really quickly. How bad is that? How bad is this? I'm gonna be going through this, and we have bibs and stuff in here, and I'm going to be putting the bibs in there. We are using a lot less bibs these days, so I'm gonna take the bibs and put them down here.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the 2 of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need.
Okay, side note, if you have babies, kids, you need these bibs. I'll have them linked below, but I've gotten asked about them so much on my Instagram. But so that's like a shirt bib, has a little pocket inside so it catches any food that they drop down. And then the best part is it has sleeves and it's like elastic, so it pinches in so they get no food down here. And it's just, they're a lifesaver. Got them from Amazon. I don't remember how much they are, but I don't think they were that bad at all. But amazing bibs. Okay, so this will be the kids drawer, and I like this, number one, just because you can see it all. It's easy to grab. We weren't utilizing this drawer anyways, so it's not like it was a big deal to rearrange. It's basically like, this is the kids' drawers, you know, like before we had stuff in here, we had stuff up there. All of the kids' stuff is down here. And I also like it because Avery can get down here. So she'll be 5 at the end of April. And there's times because she can get water in our refrigerator that she'll ask us, or I've even caught her getting up on a stool and getting up in the cabinet. That was not good at all. So I just like it being down here because now she can get her own cups and get water when she wants it. So I just think this whole system makes so much more sense. And again, it's right next to the dishwasher, so I can basically lean over, throw it in there, and I don't know. I think this system is gonna work a lot better than what we had before. So I think what the craziest thing is when I removed all of those bibs from here, this is what was left. We have our pot holders, jar grippers, pacifiers, which those probably won't be in here that much longer, which is crazy, but yeah. So this drawer is way more free as well. Love that. So this is everything we are getting rid of. That was, well, that's my water cup, but this stuff was all of the kids' stuff. Like this plate was like coming apart. But yeah, all of these cups, these were recalled recently. So these are all the cups that we're getting rid of. So a lot more junk that we'll get out of this house. While I was doing all of this, I also wanted to make some chicken tacos to freeze. This is a meal I always always will keep in our freezer, and that way if I don't know what I'm making for dinner, I can easily pull it out, because everyone loves chicken tacos, even the babies these days. So I just added in some chicken breasts, a jar of salsa, a packet of taco seasoning, and then a cup of chicken broth. It's so good, so easy, and it freezes really well. Our medicine and vitamin cabinet has been bugging me for probably since we moved in. I think part of it is this cabinet is kind of narrow and small, and it's just kind of awkward, and I would get annoyed when I would be going in to take my vitamins, and it just didn't seem to work because I didn't know what I had in there. I wasn't grabbing everything that I needed. It just was a mess. So I decided that a basket system would probably work better, because I can put everything in a basket, and then when I need something particular for myself, I pull out my basket. If I need something for the kids, I pull out their basket. Okay, so I got tired of just not being able to see what I had up here, and then taking certain supplements and like pulling them out, and just like, I don't know, it was driving me crazy. So my thought behind this, we have 4 shelves. And so we have one for me. Yes, I know. One for me. This is general, like Tylenol and ibuprofen. Like that's the thing. We have like 2 things of ibuprofen, 2 things of Tylenol, because we didn't even know what we had in here. Tums and stuff. So this is just like stuff that both Mike and I use, general stuff. This is for the babies and Avery. So children, medicine, grape water, gas relief, all teething stuff, and then Mike. So it'll just be nice because now they're all organized. So depending on what we need, we can just pull the basket out. And then this is all of the stuff that we are getting rid of that was either expired or we no longer need. Crazy, right?
Lost in your eyes, I go back inside my head, falling too fast. I can't wait another day. Can you hear me calling? I am losing all my breath, fading into darkness. We just need to find a way. If I go, would you follow? Would you stay around? Would you stay around? Can we make it till tomorrow? Are we out of time?
This system is way better than what I had before. I love it already. I don't know why it took me so long to just put baskets in here. So there again, everything is grouped together. We can just grab the basket we need. These are the perfect size baskets. And so I put mine on the bottom because obviously the kids aren't getting in here. So I put mine on the bottom since I'm the shortest. And then the kids, just because I get the kids stuff a lot, obviously. Family up here. I don't take a ton of ibuprofen or Tylenol, so I just put it there. And then obviously Mike at the top, since he is 6'2", it'll be easy for him to get up there. I wouldn't be able to get up there unless I had something to stand on. So yes, so much better than it was before, and it should stay organized now with these baskets in here.
Can we make it till tomorrow? Are we out of time? Are we out of time?
And then this was the last cupboard I wanted to organize. Again, because I go through and organize my kitchen at least once every single year, we don't have a lot of stuff. I also don't like to keep a ton of Tupperware containers or plates or bowls. I just like to keep around what we need and what we use. So I didn't have a lot of extras necessarily in here, but I just wanted to organize it in a better system. So when we're reaching for something particular, we know which basket to grab. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily like look the prettiest, I guess, but it works. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this, but I could only fit 2 of the bigger bins in there. So I had to go with one of these that I use for the kids drawer. And so the thought process behind this, I was trying to figure out what would make the most sense for how we use these containers. So first, we try to use as much glass as we can, but we do have some plastic we keep around. We just don't use it very often. So I plan on keeping this at the very top. And then I have the big one for our glass food containers. So when we make a meal and we have leftovers and we need to store it in the refrigerator, I'll be able to pull this one down. And then this one is more for like little, like if we need a dip or, you know, like little dressings or whatever. So the idea behind this was, you know, since you can't see it all in there because they're in baskets, you want to know which basket to grab. And so these are the little containers, you know, like these are definitely specialized, you know, specialized containers for small things. And these are what will use the most often. So these are for leftovers and the lids, and then this is plastic. You know, if I'm sending food home with somebody, that's where I like to use these. And at first I was going to store the lids separate, but I felt like this system made more sense. So there again, just like the medicine cabinet, depending on what we need the container for, I know to grab that basket out of the cabinet. Okay, so here is the system. Plastic up there since we don't use it very often. Glass food containers, little smaller glass dishes, bowls, small plates, our big dinner plates that we use more often. So I don't love how these baskets are a little bit different. That kind of bothers me. And I was going to label them, but I don't think I need to.
Driving somewhere in your car, we can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. We can do what we like.
And then when I was done organizing and decluttering in the kitchen, I wanted to vacuum because, like I said, I had made a pretty big mess with the spices in the kitchen, and then I wanted to mop. And I recently purchased this new steam mop, and it's amazing. I love it. I did more of a review of it in my last video, so you can check that out. But I am just in love with this mop, and I wanted to use it again. It's a Bissell steam mop, and I like it. It does a really good job of cleaning my floors. It steams up super quickly, and I don't have to fill up a bucket. So here I was just trying to move as quickly as possible, so I was just able to plug it in and then get mopping. I still will use my traditional mop, but I like this as another option. So after I was done mopping, then I was done. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you already aren't. And I'm going to have so many more organizing and decluttering videos, and of course cleaning, coming here on my channel. So I can't wait to share all of them with you. And I guess I will see you next time. Bye.
can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars.